The moment your front door clicks shut, your dog's entire world shifts. And what they do next, it's not just sleeping, it's not just waiting. In fact, some dogs will stand at the door for minutes, sometimes hours, without moving at all. Others start searching your house like they've lost something. And a few completely change their behavior in ways most owners never even imagine. Because the second you leave, your dog enters a version of reality you've never seen. And once you understand it, you'll never walk out that door the same way again. It doesn't start when you leave. It starts earlier, with something small. Your keys, your shoes, even the way you move. And here's what most people don't realize. Your dog isn't reacting to one signal. They're reading a pattern. The moment that pattern begins, their body changes. Subtle, but real. Their ears shift. Their posture tightens. Their eyes lock onto you. Because to your dog, this isn't just you going out. This is uncertainty starting to build. And then it happens. The door closes. And in that instant, their anchor is gone. Now here's where it gets interesting, because what they do next is almost never random. Right after you leave, most dogs don't move much at all. They listen, completely still, tracking your footsteps as they fade, the sound of your car, the direction you're going. And yes, this is real. Dogs can actually estimate distance through sound far better than humans can. So in those first moments, your dog is basically mapping your exit, trying to answer one question. Are they coming back soon or not? And this decision matters more than you think, because it determines everything that happens next. But here's the part that surprises most people. Your dog doesn't actually understand time the way you do. So they can't say, okay, they'll be back in 2 hours. Instead, they guess. Once the sound of you disappears, they start moving. Door, window, back to the door. Not fast, not frantic, just repeating. And it might look like boredom, but it's not. It's prediction. Your dog is trying to match this moment to past experiences. Short trip, long absence. Did this pattern mean food before or loneliness? And when they can't figure it out, they stay alert. That's why some dogs hover near the entrance for several minutes, even when nothing is happening. Their brain hasn't accepted that you're gone yet. But then, something stronger takes over. Something way more powerful than sight. Smell. This is where your dog completely shifts strategy. Because for them, your scent isn't just a smell, it's presence, information, comfort. So they start looking for it. And not randomly. They go to the strongest source, your bed, your clothes, your shoes. And when they find it, watch what they do. They don't just lie down. They circle, push, press. Almost like they're building something, because they are. They're creating a scent zone, blending your scent with theirs. And this isn't just cute behavior, it's regulation, a way to calm their nervous system. Now, this also explains something most owners get wrong. Why your dog goes through your stuff when you're not home. Shoes, laundry, trash, closets. It looks like bad behavior, but in many cases, it's targeting. Those items carry the strongest, most recent version of you. So your dog isn't thinking, I'm going to destroy this. They're thinking, this smells like them. And they stay there, interact with it, sometimes chew it, because it keeps that connection alive. Now, not all dogs do this, and this is important, because what happens next depends on the individual dog. At some point, something changes. The initial tension drops, not completely, but enough, and your dog enters a new state. Part rest, part surveillance. They lie down, maybe even sleep, but their brain still active. Every sound matters now. A car outside, footsteps in the hallway, a door closing somewhere nearby. Your dog processes all of it because in your absence, they've become hyper-aware of their environment. And this is where people get it wrong. You might think your dog is finally relaxed here, but this is actually when the waiting begins. Dogs don't measure time in hours. They measure it in events. So when nothing is happening, time stretches, feels longer, slower. And during this phase, your dog enters what we can call a waiting state. Low energy, but ready. Their body relaxes, but their brain stays on standby. And eventually, that stillness builds pressure, which leads to something you've probably seen before. Sudden bursts, running, chewing, scratching, even destruction. Not because they're angry, not because they're getting back at you, but because their brain needs release. Energy went in, but nothing came out. So it finds a way. Now here's something most owners never witness: the sounds. When you're not home, some dogs vocalize in completely different ways. Low whines, soft howls, short bursts of sound, not loud, not constant, but emotional. And they're not calling you, they're processing the absence of you. And in modern homes, this gets even more complicated. Phones, notifications, appliances, random electronic sounds. To you, it's normal. To a dog alone, it can be confusing, unpredictable, even stressful. Because these aren't natural signals. They don't mean anything clear. So your dog stays alert, trying to interpret a world that suddenly doesn't make sense. And then, there's one behavior that says everything. Some dogs will go back to the door and stay there, lying down, sitting, barely moving, for long periods. And no, this isn't boredom. It's expectation. Their brain locks on to one belief: you will come back, and they don't want to miss it. Now here's the part that feels almost unbelievable. Many dogs know you're back before you even touch the door. Not just your car, not just footsteps, sometimes even subtle vibrations, patterns, familiar signals stacking together. And the moment they recognize it, everything changes. Energy spikes instantly. Dopamine, excitement, movement. That calm dog from earlier? Gone. Now they're jumping, running, licking. And here's what most people misunderstand. This isn't just happiness, it's information. Your dog is reading you through scent, through contact, through taste, where you've been, who you've encountered, what's changed. It's a full sensory update. And at the same time, their world resets. You're back. Everything is stable again. So the next time you grab your keys and walk toward the door, just remember this. Your dog isn't just watching you leave. They're preparing for your absence, for the silence, for the uncertainty, for the waiting. And everything they do after that is their way of staying connected to you, even when you're gone.